Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope that you're having a great day. But if for some reason you are not, come with me and forget everything with the next crochet tutorial. In today's video we are gonna learn a basic crochet stitch called double crochet. Don't forget that in the description box below you're gonna find the timeline for this video, where you can find the exact minute where the tutorial starts. Also the slow motion, tips and more. So let's begin! Before we start making our first double crochet, we must have a row of foundation chains on a slipknot. If you don't know how to make a slipknot or a chain stitch, in the description box below and also here in the screen, you're gonna find the links to the tutorials that I've already uploaded to the channel. For this tutorial, we are gonna work only 5 foundation chains. Once that we have ready our 5 foundation chains, we are gonna work 3 extra chains, which are gonna be used to give the necessary height to our first stitch of the row. To make the extra chains, we repeat the same pattern of the chain stitch. I mean, yarn over. Remember, this means that we have to put the yarn over the hook. And now we pull the hook with the yarn through the loop that was already on the hook. Now we have to repeat it twice. Before we continue, I want to say that you can start working your double crochet in 2 different ways. In the first one, we are going to count the 3 extra chains as our first double crochet, and in the second we are not. If we have chosen the first option and we decided to count the extra chains as the first stitch, we are going to make the second double crochet in the 5th chain from hook. To begin our second double crochet, we have to yarn over. Remember, this means that we have to put the yarn over the hook, and now we are going to introduce the hook in the 5th chain from hook. Remember, we do not count this loop or chain as the first one because it's a working loop. That's why we pass to the next one and we count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And it's in this 5th chain where we're going to introduce the hook, yarn over, pull the hook through the chain, by now we must have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull the hook with the yarn through the first 2 loops only, we have 2 loops left, so we yarn over one more time and pull it through the last 2 loops on the hook. Remember, the pattern to make a double crochet is yarn over. Now introduce the hook in the chain or stitch where you wanna work it, yarn over again, and pull the hook through the chain or stitch. By now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull the hook with the yarn through the first 2 loops only, yarn over one last time and pull the hook through the last 2 loops on the hook. And this is how our foundation chains looks once that we have a double crochet in every one of them. Now, if we choose the second option, the one where we do not count our extra chains as our first stitch, we are going to repeat the same pattern, but instead of starting in the 5th chain from hook, we are going to make it in the 4th chain from hook. So we start making the 3 extra chains, and for this, remember, we yarn over, which means that we have to put the yarn over the hook. Now, pull the hook through the loop that is already on it, and you have finished your first chain stitch. Repeat this pattern twice to finish with 3 extra chains. Now yarn over and introduce the hook in the 4th chain from hook. Remember, we do not count this loop or chain as the first one because it's a rocking loop. So we pass to the next one and we count 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in this 4th chain, we are going to introduce the hook, yarn over, pull the hook through the chain. By now we must have 3 loops on our hook, so we yarn over and pull the hook with the yarn through the first 2 loops only. Yarn over one last time and pull the hook through the last 2 loops on it. And this is how it looks, our first double crochet. Remember, we have to yarn over and introduce a hook in the chain or stitch where we want to make it. Yarn over again, pull the hook through the chain or stitch. By now you should have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull the hook with the yarn through the first 2 loops only. Yarn over one last time and pull the hook through the last 2 loops on the hook. And this is how our foundation chains looks once that you have a double crochet in every one of them. The main difference between these 2 options is that the second one is only recommended when you are working in circular, because it gives a better look to the part where you join the rounds, and also avoid the appearance of holes. Don't forget that every time that you begin a new row working a double crochet, you must work 3 extra chains. This symbol is used to represent a double crochet in a crochet chart. And this was everything for this tutorial. I hope that you have enjoyed it, but most important that you have learned this basic crochet stitch. Please, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also share it in your social networks. Have a great day and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!